This is your last warning. Costs will skyrocket and assistance from the government may not be there when you need it most. Don't wait to acquire necessities for your home, else you can find yourself without anything. Don't put it off any longer. Before September ends, make sure your family has plenty of these 30 essentials so they are ready for the unpredictable times to come. Move quickly or face the severe repercussions that may ensue. Peanut oil is one of the most important things to stock up on. It is extremely useful in a survival situation due to its high smoke point and adaptability. Unlike other oils, peanut oil can withstand heat without going bad rapidly, even when frying or cooking in less than ideal settings. When cooking over an open flame or a gas cooker in the event of a power outage, the last thing you need is oil that burns too quickly or becomes rancid. Not only is peanut oil useful for cooking, but it's also a dependable survival item. When every meal counts, failing to stockpile this essential oil could result in frustrating, even disastrous culinary issues. Good peanut oil is available from reputable companies like Planters and Lena, and is a must-have for any survival supply kit. Make sure to put this on your list or you may come to regret it later on when cooking starts to become a daily chore. Remember to use apple cider vinegar. The first thing you should do as part of your survival preparations is use this amazing liquid. It is an all-around multi-purpose powerhouse that is much more than just a tart component for salad dressings. Apple cider vinegar sanitizes surfaces, boosts immunity, and prolongs the shelf life of fresh produce in survival conditions. This vinegar comes in handy when food starts to go bad or your health starts to suffer. Although Heinz and Bragg are reputable brands, any high-quality apple cider vinegar will work. You run the danger of contracting bacteria and compromising your food source if you don't have it. Before it's too late, make sure to grab this necessary item. It can be one of your most critical choices. Instant mashed potatoes are yet another need to have on hand. Despite their seeming simplicity as a side dish, they are much more than that. These shelf-stable, lightweight flakes are simple to store and can be rapidly made into a filling meal by adding a small amount of water. Instant mashed potatoes give you the much-needed calories to get through lean times. They are necessary for survival in addition to being convenient. When food is short, having a supply of instant mashed potatoes on hand can ensure that you can quickly prepare a satisfying dinner, regardless of your preference for Betty Crocker or Idahoan brands. You might come to regret not taking notice of this item when you're in dire need of quick and simple food. Do you forget about baking soda? For everyone ready for anything unexpected, this little wonder box is a need. Arm & Hammer or any other brand, you must immediately begin hoarding this multi-purpose powerhouse. Baking soda is a true multitasker and survival need, much more than just a basic baking ingredient. If you were to run out of yeast, baking soda can serve as a natural leavener. It can be used in place of cleaning your teeth if you run out of toothpaste. However, it doesn't end there. Baking soda is a cleaning powerhouse that can cleanse and deodorize everything, even clothing and kitchen surfaces. It's also a vital piece of equipment for first aid, as it works wonders for curing acid burns and calming bug stings. Without this all-purpose wonder powder, you'll have to deal with needless difficulties. Make the wise decision to include baking soda on your to-do list by September 30th. You will be happy that you did. You can't afford to make the beginner error of ignoring bouillon cubes. When you're sick of boring, uninspired dinners, these little flavor powerhouses, whether they're Goya, Maggi, or any other brand, will save the day. You're inviting a bland diet upon yourself if you don't have bouillon cubes. Not only are they great for soups, but they can also elevate basic dishes like rice or beans into delectable entrees. When all you have left are basic necessities, bouillon cubes will satisfy your need for concentrated flavor, a ton of salt, and seasonings. They are also lightweight and shelf-stable, which makes storing them simple. Never undervalue their importance. Save yourself from a lifetime of boring, tasteless meals by stocking up now. Do you think that quick rice is just for easy dinners? Rethink your thoughts. When assembling necessities, this underappreciated basic need to be at the top of your list. Before it's too late, seize it, whether it's Uncle Ben's or Minute Rice. Not only is instant rice useful for speedy meals, but it's essential for survival. Why? Because it cooks quickly, it conserves energy and fuel, both of which can be limited during difficult times. This multi-purpose pantry staple is lightweight and surprisingly easy to store. Combine it with leftovers, canned items, or bouillon cubes to quickly prepare a substantial dinner. While grains cooked for a long time might seem like an option, they need more fuel and time. When time is of the essence or you're too tired to cook, instant rice is a blessing. One underappreciated treasure in emergency food storage is powdered eggs. If you believe that there will always be fresh eggs available, you are mistaken. Egg powder from reputable brands like Augustin Farms will become your closest friend in the event that supply networks collapse. They are full of vital proteins that will be important when fresh food is in short supply, and they are shelf-stable, which means they won't deteriorate. These powdered gems can be used in baking, scrambled eggs, and to give richness to soups and casseroles. Their versatility is astounding. Powdered eggs can be substituted for eggs in any recipe. They are an essential survival meal that you are missing out on if you aren't already hoarding them. Put powdered eggs in your emergency supplies now to make sure you have enough protein for the hard times to come. Invest in powdered milk as a basic item for your emergency supply now to avoid being caught off guard. Carnation and Nestlé Nido are two brands that provide shelf-stable choices that are high in protein and calcium, two key elements. Not only is powdered milk a stand-in for your morning coffee, but it's also a very flexible component. It is an essential survival ingredient that can be used for baking, cooking, or even just as a refreshing drink. When fresh milk is scarce during a crisis, you'll be glad you had some of this unsung hero on hand. I promise that you will thank yourself later. Let's be real here. One of the most essential foods for your emergency pantry is canned salmon. So if you're not stockpiling it now, you're missing out. You should give these tuna, salmon, sardines, and mackerel priority. Cans full of protein, omega-3 fatty acids, and other vital nutrients are available from reputable companies like Bumblebee, Starkist, and Wild Planet. These foods will keep you going strong during difficult times. If needed, canned fish can be consumed right out of the can due to its extended shelf life and lack of refrigeration. Your body may break down muscle for energy if you don't have easy access to protein and healthy fats, which would leave you feeling weak and exhausted. Stock up on this ultimate survival meal now, because you'll thank yourself later. Thoughts of canned pumpkin aside, this is no laughing matter. Cans from companies like Organic Valley and Libby's are literally lifesavers. Canned pumpkin will be your go-to source of vital vitamins, minerals, and fiber when fresh vegetables are scarce. This superfood is excellent as a side dish in baking, stews, and soups. Beyond just making you feel full, canned pumpkin helps maintain healthy digestion and a robust immune system. Your body will appreciate you later if you don't miss this powerhouse. Are you really not noticing cornmeal? If so, you're passing up one of the most useful and important pantry staples. You can trust names you know, like Bob's Red Mill or Quaker. Not only is cornmeal a staple of American cooking, but it's also a need for survival. You can use cornmeal as a breading for any protein you manage to procure, from flavorful cornbread to filling polenta. Granted its extended shelf life, substantial caloric value, and low preparation needs, cornmeal is an indispensable component of any serious stockpile. You won't regret it later if you overlook this crucial. Hardtack is the unsung hero of survival meals. Don't write it off as some archaic device. Hardtack's unbreakable nature and extraordinary longevity made it a valuable resource for both sailors navigating the open seas and Civil War soldiers. Hardtack will still be there long after other contemporary survival meals have vanished. It is a dependable food supply in times of scarcity and is loaded with necessary calories. When circumstances are bad, undervaluing hardtack could prove to be a disastrous error, so store this dependable survival meal today. Do you believe you could go without coffee? Rethink your thoughts. It's time to restock on your favorite beverage, be it Maxwell House, Nescafe, or Folgers. Instant coffee is a mental lifesaver as well as a luxury. Caffeine withdrawal can strike hard during a crisis, and when everything else seems hopeless, a short cup of coffee can lift spirits. It's also a useful bartering tool in wilderness conditions. Your sanity might rely on it, so stockpile instant coffee now and don't be caught without it. We're talking about the essential that every pantry ought to have: hot sauce with a vinegar base. If spicy sauce, such as Tabasco, Frank's Red Hot, or another reliable brand, isn't on your list of emergency supplies, you're inviting bland tragedy. Adding a little hot sauce to your boring, monotonous meals can make them interesting again. Furthermore, hot sauces with a vinegar base have an almost endless shelf life, which makes them a useful product when fresh ingredients are scarce. Stock up today to ensure that your meals remain flavorful even during difficult times and avoid missing out. Are you forgetting about the saltine crackers? Time to get out of bed. Saltine crackers, whether Keebler Club or Nabisco Premium, are a cupboard staple. They are very adaptable, simple to digest, and shelf-stable. They're great as a quick snack or paired with peanut butter or canned meats. When you're sick, they're even better, providing sustenance when your stomach can't take heavier things. You'll regret not being more prepared if you skip these. We're not merely discussing monotonous beans here. Consider pinto, kidney, or black beans, whichever your palate prefers. On your shelves, premium brands like Goya and Bush's Best ought to be prominently displayed. Why? Since these compact yet powerful cans are loaded with essential nutrients, fiber, and protein. When fresh food is only a distant memory, these nutritional powerhouses will sustain you. You're going to be shocked if you believe you can survive on spaghetti and rice alone. You'll reach your physical and mental limits without beans. One of the few foods that provides your body with the variety and well-balanced nourishment it needs without needing to be refrigerated is beans. Ignoring this fundamental is a certain way to tackle any situation with a dismal, undernourished struggle. If you're thinking that you can omit the rolled oats, think again. Make sure to stock up on Quaker Oats and Bob's Red Mill right away. Not only are rolled oats high in nutrients, but they're also one of the most adaptable pantry staples available. They store well for years and can be used in a variety of recipes, such as robust bread, thickened soups and stews, or a warm bowl of muesli. Why are the oats necessary? They're quite simple to make and reasonably priced as well. When all other dietary alternatives fail, rolled oats, high in fiber, will keep you full and support a healthy digestive tract. While pasta and canned foods may seem nourishing, they are primarily made of empty carbohydrates that eventually make you feel lethargic. Conversely, rolled oats provide you with the nutrition and energy you need to get through difficult situations. Let's dispel a few fallacies regarding tomatoes in cans. Do you really believe they are only for spaghetti night? Rethink your thoughts. You should stock your survival cache with brands such as Cento, Hunt's, or any other brand that you can locate. When it comes down to the bare necessities, tinned tomatoes are a lifesaver because fresh vegetables will soon be scarce. If necessary, consume them directly from the can or use them in stews, soups, and sauces. Tinned tomatoes, which are rich in antioxidants and vitamins A and C, strengthen your body's defenses and give your food the much-needed acidity you need when everything else tastes boring. Never undervalue their importance. If you miss these, you're inviting yourself to a future of bland, low-nutrient meals. Don't omit the dried lentils. Lentils are a superfood, whether they are red, green, or brown. Rich in fiber, iron, protein, and other vital elements, they will fortify you no matter what. Lentils cook more quickly than beans, don't require pre-soaking, and can be quickly prepared as a side dish, soup, or stew. Consider twice before passing the lentil aisle. You'll wind up with a diet that is low in vital proteins and nutrients and high in carbohydrates without them. Before it's too late, stock up on lentils. Your future self will appreciate it. Feel too wonderful to be spammed? Rethink your thoughts. You are seriously mistaken if you are ignoring this pantry staple. Hormel Spam is a lifesaver, not just a traditional survival food. Spam is a powerful food that is high in calories and can sustain you when other options for nourishment don't live up to your expectations. It also has an amazing shelf life. When needed, Spam can be consumed straight from the can, fried, or added to stews. If you don't save enough Spam, you may have a severe protein shortage that will make you feel weak, exhausted, and exposed. This survival treasure is not to be overlooked. It just